Hey, yeah, it's Jenny. Um, we survivors have a lot of uh, memory issues, and I just wanted to share something that had me going wackadoo yesterday and part of today. Sorry, my hair's getting crazy. Um, I was ready to throw my computer out the window. Honestly, um, I do a lot of work on Facebook, as you all do too. And I had something pop up yesterday just out of the blue, and I've never seen this before. And I was like, oh my goodness. And it was throwing me for a loop because I do a lot of shares with my own timeline, my community page, and with a lot of sites and groups out there. And something came up, and it was like driving me nuts. And let me explain. It came up every time I went to share something, and I would have in my mind where I was sharing it to and what I wanted to do next. I always had an idea of what I wanted to do next, so I always had a concept of what I wanted to do. So I was trying to remember where I was going next, trying to keep that memory of what I'm doing next. That's the hardest thing to do, is keeping focused on what we're doing next. The memory. And this thing popped up, and then what it was I had to read, and I'll show you a description, okay? What it was I had to read a word, and it asked me, how many cats do you see in these pictures? And it was a diagram that looked like this, and I was like, what? And it was all these pictures. There were 3 in a row, total of 9 pictures, and you would have to pick how many pictures had cats in them. And I had pictures that had lions and dogs and flowers and watches, and I had to click on just the ones that had like a cat in them to match the word that came up. And I was concentrating real hard to make sure I got it right, and then I had to click on a submit button on the bottom before it was ever shared or where I was sharing it to. Well, by the time I got through it and got it right, and I was feeling really good, I forgot where I was what I shared, where I was sharing it to, and what I was going to do next. Now, if I had 30 or 50 shares like I do when I'm doing an absolute share that I want to share with all of those sites and groups that I share with, oh man, would I get lost. I was like, I couldn't remember if I had already shared it to that group or if I was on a next group where I was going to miss a site. I was like wackadoo and going, eek! I mean, this thing was showing up every single time I did any kind of a share. Sometimes when I did just a comment, and I was like, sometimes it was a lion asking me waterfalls, pictures of waterfalls, flowers, cats, wristwatches, and they always try to trick me up sometimes, because sometimes it would have like a dangling watch that wasn't a wristwatch. It was just like a dangling watch. And sometimes I couldn't tell if it was a dog or a cat. I'd have to use my magnifying glass on my computer to look at it real closely. But I had to pay attention. So it was like a puzzle that was fun. But it would take my mind off of what the heck I was doing. And man, was I getting frustrated. It was happening half of all a day yesterday. And I was hoping that it would be fixed and be gone by the time I get up this morning. And it started showing up again. And I was like, ah! I was like ready to throw my computer out the window. And partway through the day, just a little while ago, it just disappeared. I have no idea what the heck it was, why it was there. So I was just grateful I could remember how to pee, or when to pee, because I just couldn't remember anything yesterday. Now, for people that don't have a brain injury, it would probably drive them nuts. But somebody with a brain injury, oh my gosh, trying to keep focused and remembering what the heck we're doing and what we're doing next, and trying to keep focused on anything. Talk about throwing us for a loop. That's not fair. Come on, Facebook, give us a break. I just wanted to share that with you because I've just been frustrated, and oh my gosh, I just have not even wanted to be online. I've been that frustrated. I've been like, ah! But hugs y'all later, Gators. I just wanted to share that. See ya.